Hey guys, these are 4 exercises that have helped free up my movement and actually given me a lot of strength. So hope you enjoy.
Okay guys, so the first one is the skin the cat, and this is done on rings or a pull-up bar, and it's targeting the shoulders. It helped free up my shoulders a lot, build a lot of strength, stability, and it even targets your biceps. Your core is involved as well, so you get a lot out of it. And obviously it's a very difficult move, so I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that mimic the same kind of shoulder action. So they're called dislocates, and what I'm doing is I'm bringing my shoulders through their full range of motion, and I'm using a band here just to make it a little bit easier at the start. When you start off with this, only bring your shoulders to as far as they can go. You're going to feel that stretch, and over a few weeks you might develop a bit more range. When you do that, you can move on to a broomstick, right? And it just makes it a bit more strict. As you go, bring your hands in a bit closer to test yourself a little bit more. So if you have a lot of tightness in your chest and your shoulders and even your biceps, this is a really beneficial exercise. And finally, you can see I'm just adding a little bit of weight to the bar just to build a little bit of strength in that movement as well. The windmill is up next, so press a kettlebell above your head and with your free hand run it down that opposite leg, turning sideways, bending over with straight legs, so the hamstrings are going to be worked, the hips are going to be worked, but also the lateral core, so your obliques are going to be holding you down in that position, controlling yourself. The shoulders are also working to stabilize that kettlebell above your head, okay? So just take that one slowly and you'll develop more range over time. Okay, to start this move, what you can do is you can just do it with body weight. Okay, so not holding anything above, but your hand is still in that same position and you're just doing the same move. Just be aware that you may not get it all the way down to your feet from the start, but if you do, just try and control that position. Next up is the Cosack Squat. Okay, so it's one of my favorite squats. What you're doing is you're squatting down to the side. It's a lateral movement. Really good for the hips, really good for the adductor, that's your groin muscle, because you're going to get a great stretch on that, but it's weighted, okay, so it's working on the mobility of your hips. Great for the knees. Just remember to push the knees out over the small toes as you go and try and face forward. I find it's a really good exercise just done with body weight, okay, but obviously a progression is to hold some weight. You can hold a barbell behind your back, or you can hold a kettlebell in goblet position like this. And it actually helps you get into a little bit of a deeper position as well. It helps with your balance, especially if you might have some ankle flexibility problems. Okay, as you can see, I'm taking my time with the rep. It's not about getting as many reps as possible because we're trying to develop a little bit more range of motion in the hips. Okay, the Jefferson Girl. So what you're doing here is you're actively flexing the spine, joint by joint, from the top of your head all the way down to your hips, and you're bending forward with straight legs. You may even be holding a weight depending on how far you've progressed with this move. And what this is doing, this is actively strengthening your spine. Obviously we have to be careful with this one because it can be quite intense. So what you can start with is a broomstick, or you don't even have to hold a broomstick, it's just as a guide. You're doing the same move here, except now it's just your body weight, and that should get you off to a good start. No need to rush out of that bottom position either. Take your time with these movements. Okay, and here's the progression. You're just putting a little bit of weight on the broomstick, so it's I think I have a 1 kilo weight, and I can definitely always feel the difference. So remember what this move is doing, it's building a stronger spine, and a stronger spine is a stronger body. So guys, those 4 movements were really beneficial to me. I hope they're going to be beneficial to you, and I hope that they bring you a lot of new strength and mobility and movement, and you get a lot out of them. So enjoy, and thanks for watching the video. See you next time.